Hi guys, Giselle Trujillo here with We Are the World Project and Road to Unity, our 10-year global expedition. So I wanted to share with you guys some updates regarding our expedition. Many people are asking me why am I starting our expedition in Spain, Europe? Well, there's a lot of reasons for that and I will share them with you right away. Number one, I want to address a few things. About 2.5 weeks ago, I was talking to one of my very best friends, and I asked him, hey, I've been reaching out to so many companies to collaborate with us, and they're saying yes, 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 and we'll communicate via email, but then they never pull the trigger. They never say, okay, yeah, we want to help out, we want to collaborate. So they're like, yeah, it's a great idea, but then they're like, it's hard for us because we're bound by corporate, by corporate restrictions, and you don't accept money, you're not an organization, and blah blah blah, all the yeah. So I said, okay, no problem. So I asked my best friend, I said, hey, why is it that I'm not getting much success with my sponsorships and collaborations? And I want you to be honest with me and tell me the truth. And he told me, I've known you for over 30 years, and I've known you to be a person that you go after what you want to do, and you don't wait for anyone to tell you anything, or you don't you never ask for anything. So why should you treat your project any differently? You don't ask for things, and I've known you to be a person of just doing whatever you want to do at your own pace and with your own creativity. You're not relying on anyone else to make anything happen. That's how he tells me this is how he's known me my whole life. And I was like, you're right. And then the other thing I said, but what is the perception? Like, I was asking him key questions. What's the perception um of an outsider about my project? He goes, you have a really great project. Your project is absolutely beautiful. It's humanitarian, it's great, and it's much needed. But maybe some companies think you want to go vlogging, and you're a blogger that wants to go um, travel on their dime. And that hit a nerve with me. That got me really upset. And I say, you know what? Screw that. I am not about to have that perception, because that's really not me. I've never used anyone. I never take really anything from anyone, and I don't ask for anything. So here I am having a really beautiful project that I want to incorporate different corporations in, because it's a humanitarian project, and I'm thinking it's a great idea for us to work in unity. And here I am waiting around for them, marinating and waiting and giving me hopes, and nothing comes through. So I got really upset, and I said, you know what, screw this. I am going to buy my own vehicle. I wanted an expedition vehicle because of what I'm about to tell you. An expedition vehicle that was large enough to host 4 to 5 people would have been excellent, because we would have been comfortable. We would have been home or away from home, our home on wheels. And because of my nominee for our We Are the World project, we have nominees per year where we give to either an individual or families that are not so much in need but always wanted to do something, and they can't do it because they probably don't have the funds to do it, or they don't have the time. So that's where we come in. We want to fulfill one dream, one goal at a time. That's what we're here for, to give back to humanity in any way possible. So that nerve was hit really hard. It was like a rude awakening for me. I was really upset. I said, you know what? I've never been a person to wait around for anyone. I don't ask people for anything. And, I thought perhaps because of this project was so humanitarian, it would be different. It's not. People will never change. Corporations don't change. People want to help me out because they want to write me off, and I'm not tax exempt. I'm not an organization. We're an actual entity or corporation, and we don't accept money. I don't accept any kind of money in my company. So when I seek out collaborations and sponsorships, they have to be like a fair trade, like we trade and we barter. What can we give you and what can you give us? But we don't want your money. So people like this, but yet they don't do anything about it. And whatever. So that same day, I decided, you know what? My friend is right. I never wait around for anyone. I don't rely on anyone. I don't depend on anyone. So what I did was I went and I bought the same day I bought myself a Land Rover Discovery. I bought my fourth Land Rover Discovery. I've been tired of waiting for Mercedes to get their parts and their chips in. It's been over 2 years. I've been wanting to buy a Sprinter, a 170 extended cab Sprinter, and I just keep waiting and waiting. And it's hundreds of thousands of dollars to get that thing built. And I've been reaching out to builders, and they're like, it's going to take 2 years, and all this waiting and relying on everyone. I was just like, this is not me. It's not happening. And to export a vehicle to Europe, I need to have the title on hand. So I cannot even finance a vehicle at that. So that day I got so upset and motivated. I was like, you know what? I need to bring the old Giselle back. I need to bring the old me back, and that strength and power I have within me to get stuff done and not rely on anyone. And that's exactly what I did, guys. I went that day and I purchased a 2008 Land Rover Discovery LR3 SE in beautiful condition. It needs some repairs, so I've been reaching out to Land Rover to see if they can help us out with the parts. They also don't care. They don't really care. So I'm not gonna be promoting them, but I'm letting you know that that's the vehicle that we got. So we went from an expedition vehicle that we cannot get our hands on because of the build takes 2 years, and it's in the $1 million ballpark, what I really wanted. And number two, the Sprinter vans by Mercedes are a 2-year wait, a year wait. I've been waiting for 2 years, and no dealer wants to take an order because they just don't know what's going to happen. So I bought my vehicle outright. I paid cash for it, and I was just like, this is going to be our expedition vehicle. Here's the deal. My nomination for 2022, I was looking for someone to nominate, someone to give back to. So last year, my uncle needed my mom's youngest brother, one of my youngest uncles, who is my age. I'm 47, he's 48. Someone that I love very much and I grew up around with. He's in need of 2 kidneys, kidney transplants, and he found a donor. Well, he found a willing and able person who can donate a kidney to him, which was one of my nieces. I try to be a candidate, our blood don't match. So that was out of the question. Many people try to help out, and we just couldn't because we don't match with him, with his blood type. So he found a match. They went in a severe diet and strict doctor's structure so they can actually build up and get prepared for the surgery. And the day that he was supposed to have it, they actually told him, we can't do this kidney transplant because we're afraid that your heart is not going to handle the surgery or the operation. So he was very disappointed, and he was just like, oh my God, what a disappointment. He was very sad, and he's like, oh my God, this is terrible. Why couldn't they tell me this sooner? Instead of all this preparation went in, I had to get my niece to prepare, myself to prepare for this, for nothing, amounts to nothing. And actually, we got off the phone today. I called him and I said, wait, I'm jumping around. So he was sad about that, and his doctors told him, the best way to do this is to wait for 2 healthy kidneys and a healthy heart, because we want to go ahead and do that too. So my uncle has signed up to be a candidate to get an operation for 2 kidneys and a heart, and he's been waiting for this for a while now. In the meantime, in the interim of things, my uncle has been doing dialysis since the pandemic started. He started, they sent him home to do his dialysis. For over 2 years, he's been doing his dialysis at home, at the comfort of his own home, but at the same time, it's a 10-hour process. He has to do dialysis for 10 hours per day. Now, a few months ago, I asked my uncle, hey, uncle, what is it you want to do? I asked him that question because I've been trying to figure out how to give back to anyone and everyone in whichever way I can. A few years ago, I lost my uncle to stage 4 lung cancer, which happens to be this uncle's brother. They were very close. I'm not going to go into the details of how that experience was. It was terrible. It was traumatizing. It was really sad. I lost my uncle to stage 4 lung cancer. We couldn't save him. He deteriorated right before my eyes. I was his proxy the last few weeks in the hospital, and I had asked my uncle, what is one wish you have? What is it you always wanted to do? And I remember him telling me, I actually have it on video. He said to me, I want to travel to Italy. As soon as I get well, we're going to go to Italy. And I said, well, why don't we pick up and go to Italy tomorrow? I'll invite you. I'll pay for your flight. We'll go, we'll travel, we'll have a good time, and then we'll come back. And he said, no, I want to, do this so I can talk about it and, be a testament of healing from cancer. And in my mind, I'm thinking, it's stage 4 cancer. I mean, okay, we'll fight this, but the odds are in his ball court. Sure enough, we didn't beat it. It was really bad. I was constantly fighting with the doctors and the nurses. I really thought my uncle was going to be a miracle. It was not the case. So my hopes were really high and really affected me because I thought, okay, we're going to pull through. And just the doctors, just to watch the team of doctors give up like that, and they're just like, no, he's going to die, whatever. That was kind of like that was what I saw. That's how I felt. That's how he felt. And that's how many of us felt. So we never got to go to Italy together, obviously, for obvious reasons. But my uncle, I have a really big opportunity to do something really big for someone. Whether he was my uncle or not, I would do this just for anyone who is in need and help. And if I'm able to help, even if I have to fund it myself, I will do it. For example, my uncle was like sweating the other day, and I was like, why are you sweating so much? And I'm like, I speak to him almost every week, a couple times a day, sometimes every day per week. And he's like, it's so hot here in Spain and Madrid. Sometimes we have to go to the pool just to stay cool. And I said, don't you have an AC unit? And he's like, I don't. It's not working. And I've been trying to, and I cannot lift anything. And I'm just like, are you kidding me? He goes, I don't even have money to buy one. So I said to my mom, I'm going to treat my uncle to a nice air conditioner. I wire transfer $450 so he can get himself whatever he needs. I tried to order it through Amazon. Amazon was not allowing me to order it. So I wired him the money, and he got the money, and he got himself a nice portable AC unit that he loves. He's like so happy right now because now he's comfortable. He doesn't have to move to go to the pool, to stay cool and dip. And my uncle is a true champion. He's trying to stay alive. He's got more desire to live than most of us. And this is why he does his 10 hours a day dialysis. Second part of this video is to kind of share with you guys, about our expedition vehicle called Freedom. It's a 2008 Land Rover Discovery SE. So I changed her name a little bit to Freedom Bond because I am in the way. I want to make the best, most coolest, comfortable vehicle you can ever imagine out of that Discovery. I've been watching a lot of YouTube videos. I've been really mastering the art of the Japanese camper vans, micro camper vans. I am going that route. I've been reaching out to so many companies to kind of help us out, send us products that we can use for our builds, and nothing ever happens. So I'm on my own. I'm really funding the beginning stages of my project. What can I do? I thought this was a great idea to involve people and creative companies, but they're just being so cheap and frugal, and they don't even care. They don't even care about something good. All they care about is to tax write you off and say, oh, we donated to so and so. Well, we're not that case. We don't accept money, and we are the World Project, and we're not an organization for you to tax write us off. So right off the bat, people don't even care. They don't want to deal with us. No problem. we're going to bypass all that. I am willing to make this investment. I've already started making this investment myself because I strongly believe in what I'm doing. And this is my humanitarian project. This is my gift to humanity, and giving back is my gift as well. So with that said, it is so challenging to go from thinking I'm going to get, like being delusional and thinking I'm going to get an expedition vehicle where we can really be in the comforts of our travels, overlanding. That didn't happen. And then the whole thing with the Sprinter, Mercedes Sprinter, that didn't happen. So I went and I bought a Land Rover Discovery. That has happened. That is in my control. Again, I'm taking control of the situation because you know what? You can have the greatest project in the world, and you try to involve different corporations and different people and get them involved. Everyone's like, yeah, I love it. Let's see what we can do. And they don't do anything. So I am done waiting. I don't want these companies to come back to me in the near future and say, oh, we love what you're doing. We want to send you merchandise, want to help you out. I'm going to have to deny it because I'm going to be like, I reached out to you like 300 times and you didn't even care back then. And now you care because now we're gaining a little popularity. Not happening, my friend. Not happening. If you believe in us, you believe in us and our vision, our mission, and our movement from the beginning. Don't use us for you in the future just because you can. And this is what you do to all great projects. We're not going to fall in that trap. Anyway, guys, let me center back and be real about this. So trying to build Freedom Bond, okay, it's been challenging because my uncle, I promised him, I asked him, what do you want to do? He goes, I've been stuck in Madrid, Spain for 5 years. I'm tired of this. I want to go travel. My uncle's lived in Italy, in Germany, and now in Spain. And he's like, I want to travel. I want to go out of this. I'm tired. 5 years and a half just doing this is just, it's hard. So I said, okay. So why don't I start our expedition? And guys, people are asking me, why are you starting in Europe? Why don't you do the USA? There's so much to do in the USA. Yeah, there's a lot to do in the USA. I wish I can start in the USA. It'll be a lot easier for me on my pocket. But the reality is, this is a mission. I spoke to my best friend. I asked him, he thinks the perception is that you probably are going to go traveling on someone else's dime. No, you guys, I'm not traveling on your dime. You haven't given me a dime to travel with. But I want you to know that no one is going to make fun of my project or me. This is a serious situation. This is a humanitarian project that I've put together. It's taken me about 12 years to put this together. And for anyone to ever think that this is just me going traveling on their dime, they're wrong. They're absolutely wrong. It's not happening. I've already started my project. It's embarrassing that people may even have that perception of me. That's not who I am. And he was right. That's not who you are. So don't entertain it. And I'm like, you're right. I'm not going to entertain it. So I've taken matters and my control into my own hands like I've always had. And here we are moving forward. Okay. So the thing is, if let's say you want to collaborate with us and you want to sponsor us for anything, I'm open to all creative solutions. Okay, we don't accept money. You already know that. And you can't tax write us off. You are more than welcome if you want to collaborate. I welcome anyone's creative donations. I love it. We can work together and we can give you a lot more in return. Valuable and priceless in returns. In exchange, we can trade and barter. So, here I am. Let's just stay focused because I can, divert a little bit. So I want to let you guys know that's the reason, that is the sole reason why I'm starting this global expedition in Spain. Because my uncle has become my nomination for this year, for 2022. His name is Juan Carlos. I am nominating him. He doesn't even know it. I want to go there and do a video and do the surprise, but hopefully he doesn't watch this video on social media because I am going to post it on YouTube and on Instagram. So that's the whole reason why we're going to Spain, Europe. So we're going to go out there and I want to surprise him with the vehicle. I already told him about the vehicle. He just doesn't know about the nomination. So basically what I'm doing is, he's my nomination for 2022. How I'm giving back to him, I'm going to give him something he wants to do. He wants to go travel. We cannot go too far. We have to stay in Spain and maybe stretch it out to Portugal just a little bit, Andorra, and maybe south of France. That's as much and as far as we can go. But we're going to make this happen, because I just spoke to him a couple of hours ago. He's so excited. He's like, yeah, we're going to do this. And my mom and my dad are like, you can't take him out of there. You're going to kill him. And I said, well, let me speak with him and see what we can do. So talking to him, I'm strategizing the best way I can do our expedition vehicle build. So this is what we need. Main important thing is that he needs to be able to have 10 to 12 hours of energy, of electricity. So we could do it in our vehicle. The only thing is, I need to get solar panels that can provide us with at least 10 to 12 hours of full consistent energy for his dialysis. So that way we can sit in our SUV and, you know, sleep those 10 to 12 hours while he's doing dialysis, and then we're good to go for the next day. That is very complicated. That is a very delicate situation. I'm freaking out. My uncle is like, we can do this, and I'm like, yes, we can do this. That's what he wants. That's what I want to give him, guys. I'm not going to wait to lose another uncle and not do what he wants to do. It just doesn't make any sense. Life is one, and he is living, like, working so hard to stay above and live in life. You know, this is what he wants. I'm gonna give him that. So I have to I'm trying to export my vehicle. First we have to do the conversion build, which hopefully gives us enough time to get out there and convert the Land Rover Discovery into something habitable. So I need to try to put 2 beds in there, a mini bathroom, micro bathroom, a micro kitchen, and off we go. So I've been reaching out to some companies that have flexible solar panels for the vehicle, and I haven't heard anything from them. I'm gonna call them again tomorrow or today and see if they want to maybe donate some merchandise and products to us, because that will help us greatly. We need like a jackery as well, just to be on the safe side. In case one fails, the other can go. We need solar panels all over the vehicle to make sure that we have 10 to 12 hours per day of electricity, so my uncle can hook up to his machine. And then the fluids, have to be kept in a safe place where they don't change, in a good temperature place. So we need like a mini fridge, we need like a mini microwave, we need a mini sink, we need wood we need so much, you guys. But this is not impossible. I know you guys are thinking, how is this chick going to fit all that in an SUV, in a Land Rover Discovery? Guys, I'm not the first to do this, and I will not be the last. Just look at Japanese micro camper vans. They build something out of nothing. They fit a whole apartment in like smaller vehicle than mine. It's possible, and I'm about to do it. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. I wanted to give you an update about what's going on. The challenge is real, is really difficult. I just spoke to my uncle. He's very excited. He's like, we can do this, we can do that, and I'm not going to burst this bubble. I know my parents are not going to be too happy about me or my aunts taking him out of his comfort zone, but this is what my uncle wants. And God forbid anything happens to my uncle, I'm going to be devastated that I wasn't able to help him. And I am going to help him. We're going to go all through Spain. We're going to concentrate in Spain, take our time, and We Are the World project is going to be in full motion over there. Road to Unity, which is all about bringing people together. Our mission is to bring humanity together one at a time. We promote go explore, go explore nature, go live nature, go live and have that human interaction that we need so much of, and that's being dissipated. Is that the right word? That's being kind of taken away from us. We promote more outside, go explore, go live, go travel, go explore everything, go overland, do whatever it takes to have the human interaction, to learn about all the cultures, to learn about other nations and how they do things, how they live, eat their food, sit down and chit chat with them, exchange that human interaction. It is so beautiful, and this is what we so need right now, instead of that virtual reality lifestyle that's coming in. That is not healthy and is toxic. So that's what we're promoting: more outside, less virtual reality lifestyle living, because that is very toxic. Okay, guys, so this is the whole thing. Please, if you have any advice on how to, we need molly plates, we need gear to get this expedition going. I mean, I don't have that much money. I'm not asking for money. I'm just saying, hook us up with some product and merchandise. If anyone wants to sponsor, donate, or collaborate with us, we need help with our combustible, maybe some food, hotel stays. We can't really move around too much because my uncle has to be in a kind of like a controlled environment. So we're gonna do the best that we can, but I know we can do this. My uncle, he's gonna be so happy. We were laughing, cracking up so much today about the solar panels on the vehicle. He goes, we're gonna solar the heck out of the vehicle. We're gonna get sunlight in every corner, and we're gonna have enough energy to get us through for 10 to 12 hours per day, so I can do my dialysis. I mean, he's excited. How am I gonna? No, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. If you guys want to be in on it, just let me know. Send me an email, text me, call me. You have my phone number, and anything is appreciated at this point. Anything. All right, you guys. I hope this explains why we're going to Spain on our global expedition. People have been asking me, why don't you stay in the States? Why are you going so far? Don't go over there. There's a war in Ukraine and Russia. I'm like, this is why. This is why. This is why. This is our purpose. And this is what We Are the World Project is about. Road to Unity is also about having that freedom and getting up and go experience. We're not going to stop our lives and our project because, of XYZ. We're not about that. We're not about that. Life is about living, not being in fear all the time. It's about giving, not saying, oh, we're going to give because you're an organization and we want to get our name out there. No. You believe in us? Thank you. That's what we need. We need people who can share our vision and like-minded minds. That's essentially what we need. So we're very excited. That's the update. I'm cracking my head. I've designed a few things already, a few designs to our expedition vehicle. It's tiny, but I believe we can get it done. I'm in the Japanese mindset. It's gonna be amazing. It's gonna be amazing. My uncle will have a nice place to sleep and do his dialysis while we're traveling through Spain and maybe Portugal. He wants to go to Portugal, and I'm trying to figure all this out. We need maps. We need road atlases. We need a lot of stuff. Guys, help us out if you want, if you can. Let us know. All right, that's the update. If you have any design ideas, we've been reaching out to builders and they're just like, oh, sounds like a great idea, but we don't do that. I'm like, oh my God, please. So if you have any ideas, any advice for us to build and convert our Land Rover Discovery 2008 SE, let me know. Comment below. Please let us know. And please, subscribe. That way you get to see our process and our journey and be part of it, and that'll make it easier for me and it'll help us along the road. We're not asking for much. All right, my lovies, have a wonderful day. Keep healthy in every way possible. Love you guys, and comment below. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know. Give me some advice, please. Please. Hugs and kisses to you all. Ciao.